Hi, hello, everyone. It's Kelly BF, and I'm here with Yoshi and Amanda, and we're finally back to continue watching Be My Favorite. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Life is lifing, and we move with the lifing. But I'm very excited. We get to watch. This is one of my favorite episodes. I think the last episode is when he went into the gay bar, right?
Yep.
Yes. So yeah, this is good stuff. Okay, we're just gonna jump in. Jump right in. Make
ตัว
sure
ละครพฤติกรรม
yep,
สถานที่หน่วยงานวิชาชีพและเหตุการณ์ต่างๆในซีรีส์เรื่องนี้เป็นเรื่องสมมุติที่สร้างขึ้นเพื่อความบันเทิงเท่านั้นโดยมิได้มีเจตนาชี้นำหรือส่งเสริมการกระทำใดๆที่เกิดขึ้นในเรื่องโปรดใช้วิจารณญาณในการรับชม
มาเจอกันหน่อยดาดฟ้าตึกคณะเราพี่แสง
Oh right, he ran to the rooftop. I forgot.
กูชอบมึงแต่มึงก็รู้อยู่แล้วว่ากูคงตอบรับมึงไม่ได้แต่กูยังเป็นเพื่อนกับมึงได้นะมึงโอเคดิ
I'm gonna need YouTube to do fast forwards.
Yeah. Oh, does it not let you do the like skip section?
No.
เอาเลยเว้ยมือดีกูเลี้ยง
Oh, also congratulations to Gawain literally today getting announced as the riser.
Yes.
I saw that too.
กูสั่งมาตั้งเยอะอ่ะเอาเลยกูกับเพื่อนๆต้องไป
Now that'll be Joss's third op, the guitar.
นี่เหรอจริงเอาดีไปร้องด้วยกันขอบใจว่ะเดี๋ยวกันนะ
Aww.
มึงสั่งมาเยอะขนาดนี้แดกให้หมดนะมึง
Can you turn it up just like a skosh?
กูก็
Yeah.
สั่งมาด้วยความเคยชินอ่ะ
That's a
กิน
scientific
ข้าวไม่ค่อยลง
measurement.
เท่าไหร่ว่ะ
อย่างมึงเนี่ยนะกินไม่ลงมีเรื่องอะไรหรือเปล่า
No, what are you talking about? Shut up.
เรื่องพ่อกูป่วยอ่ะมึงก็รู้ใช่ไหม
Oh, I forgot he actually opens up about this.
Oh wow. Good for
มึง
him.
ก็เคยบอกกูแล้วนี่แต่ว่าพ่อมึงก็รักษาตัวอยู่ไม่ใช่เหรอ
พ่อกูรักษาอยู่ที่โรงพยาบาลตามสิทธิ์มาปีกว่าแล้วที่นั่นก็แค่ให้ยารักษาประคองอาการมาเรื่อยๆอ่ะเพิ่งจะส่งตัวไปสถาบันเฉพาะทางเมื่อ3 เดือนก่อนแต่มันต้องเดินทางไกลอ่ะมารักษาที่กรุงเทพพ่อกูก็เลยไปบ้างไม่ไปบ้างอาการก็เลยหนักขึ้นเรื่อยๆเนี่ย
I also like how this kind of like
รักษาได้นะ
there's always rich kids in these stories.
หมอคนใหม่ต้อง
The loophole of the century, but also like
กว่าจะได้
very
คิว
effective.
นู่นนะกลางปีหน้าซึ่งมันก็ไม่ทันแล้วว่ะ
ไม่ทันอะไรวะ
I can't tell you that.
คือร่างกายพ่อกูไม่ได้แข็งแรงขนาดนั้นนะกว่าจะได้คิวผ่าตัดกูกลัวเขาตายก่อนอะ แม่กูก็ไม่มีครอบครัวใหม่อยู่ต่างประเทศนานๆทีกว่าจะติดต่อมาทีนึงชีวิตกูเหลือพ่อ
That is also a very common thing I've realized.
พ่อกูไม่เหลือ
What is that? Is it the writers or is it a Thai thing? I cannot tell.
I don't know. I gotta ask.
So
around.
many absentee moms.
And it's always the mom too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have their own version of like the going to get milk like
จริงๆพ่อแก
Mom
ไป
version.
นะมึง
Yeah, like
เรา
mom
คุย
went
แท
to
น
go
พ่อ
get our nails done or something.
Oh, I forgot about it.
I love the little turtle. It's so
จ
cute.
ริงๆนะตอนนี้
It
ผม
is
กลับ
so
มาร้องเพลง
cute.
แล้ว เพื่อนมาชวนผมเข้าวงกับพ่อ
เหรอ
เห็นบอกว่าจะพาผมไปร้องเพลงที่ร้านเหล้าด้วยนะ นี่
แล้วมันไม่เสียการเรียนเหรอฮะ
โอ้โหพ่ออาทิตย์หนึงเราแค่2-3 วันเองนี่ไม่แน่นะ ถ้าเกิดสมมติว่า มีพวกค่ายเพลงมานั่งฟังอ่ะ ผมอาจจะกลายเป็นนักร้องดังก็ได้นะ พ่อ รู้แบบนี้แล้วอ่ะ พ่อต้องอยู่กับผมไปนานๆนะ รู้เปล่า
Oh, I forgot.
เดี๋ยวผมกลายเป็นนักร้องดังขึ้นมาเนี่ย พ่อจะได้ภูมิใจไง
That was fucking adorable.
ถ้าเกิดจะต้องถ่ายจริงๆอ่ะก็อาจจะเป็นกลางปีหน้า
He's like, I cannot have you waiting till the middle of next year.
แล้วถ้าเกิดว่าผมสามารถหาหมอมารักษาพ่อได้เร็วขึ้นนะ
หมอที่ไหนอ่ะ
Oh.
ถ้าวันนี้มึงจะชวนกูไปเที่ยวไหนอะนะ กูบอกเลยว่ากูไม่ไป
This odd little friendship.
Yeah, I kind of love it.
เอา
Like a whole lot.
กูแค่เบื่อพวกน็อตแล้วอะกูอีกก็ไปกินข้าวบ้านแพรกูไม่รู้จะไปหาใครแล้วอะกูกับมึงเป็นเพื่อนกันแล้วเหรอ เอ้า นาย กูถามอะไรมึงหน่อยดิ ตอนที่มึงเริ่มรู้สึกว่าตัวเองไม่เหมือนคนอื่นอะมันทำให้มึงรู้สึกแปลกแยกบ้างไหมวะ
Oh no, what kind of discussion we're going into right now?
ถ้าจะบอกว่าไม่ก็เหมือนโกหกมึงอะ
คุณตรีดาก็ถือเป็นนักธุรกิจหญิงเก่งที่ประสบความสำเร็จในหลากหลายแวดวงธุรกิจนะคะทั้งอสังหานำเข้าแบรนด์เปิดร้านอาหารข้ามไปทำสโมสรฟุตบอลก็ประสบความสำเร็จตอนนี้คุณตรีดาวยังอะไรอยากทำต่ออีกไหมคะอันนี้ต้องขึ้นอยู่กับเวลาและโอกาสค่ะได้ยินมาว่าคุณตรีดาวเนี่ยอยากจะเข้ามาเล่นการเมืองอันนี้จริงไหมคะได้ยินมาจากไหนคะเนี่ยเอาเป็นอย่างนี้แล้วกันนะคะในฐานะที่ดาวเป็นประชาชนคนหนึ่ง
มึงรู้จักคนนี้ปะ
ถ้าทำอะไร
นามสกุลเดียวกันกับมึงเลยอะ
ในศักยภาพของดาวเนี่ยดาวก็ยินดีค่ะ แต่
ทำไมวะ
ทั้งนั้นนะคะ ก็ขึ้นอยู่กับโอกาส
เปล่า กูติดตามเขามาตั้งนานแล้วอะกูรู้สึกว่ากูฟังเขาแล้วกูชอบอะเหรอ
ไม่ถึงขนาดนั้นเลยค่ะอยากว่านะคะเรื่องที่เราทำคือ
I still have to remember the timing of this too was when there was a lot of activism going on in Thailand and they were fighting for marriage equality.
โอ้โห อาหารน่าทานมากเลยครับ
ดื่มไวน์ไหมเล่าพอจะได้มีเพื่อนดื่มพอดีเลย
ปกติผมดื่มไม่ค่อยเก่งครับ
งั้นวันนี้ต้องลองเลยลูก
Ooh.
That's a choice. Okay.
He's really not good at drinking.
It's like, has he even had wine before? Maybe not. You have not had wine before. That's gonna be
That's gonna be a choice. Yeah. Oh god. And red wine.
ชวนดื่มแบบเนี้ยลูกเขาจะนิสัยเสียไหมคะเนี่ย
ไม่เคยอ่านงานวิจัยเหรอลูกที่บอกว่าดื่มไวน์แดงวันละแก้วเนี่ยมันดีต่อหัวใจนะ แต่เพราะว่าวันละขวดน่าจะดี
Damn, Dad.
That's called a drinking problem. Heart's doing great. Liver's begging for mercy.
อร่อยมาก
มีอีก
จะเกริ่นเข้าเรื่องพ่อยังไงดีวะ ตอนนี้เลยดีไหม
ยังมีอีกนะ
ไม่ดีอ่ะ เร็วเกินไป
I was gonna say maybe get to know him a little bit.
รออีกสักแป๊บดีกว่า
พ่อคะ พ่อกวีเขาเป็นโรคหัวใจอยู่ด้วยนะคะ
Oh damn.
That's smarter. Get her to bring it up. Nah, I think it's better if she brought it up though, to be honest.
ต้องรอคิวรักษาที่โรงพยาบาลรัฐ ไม่รู้จะได้รักษาเมื่อไหร่อะค่ะ
อ๋อ
ยังไงพ่อช่วยรับพ่อกวีเป็นคนไข้ได้ไหมคะ กวีพ่อเราอะเก่งมากๆเลยนะ ยังไงพ่อเราต้องหาทางช่วยได้แน่
ลูก มันก็ไม่ขนาดนั้นหรอกนะลูก
ๆขนาดนั้นเลยค่ะพ่อ พ่อเก่งขนาดเนี้ยแพรมั่นใจว่าถ้าพ่อช่วยนะ ยังไงพ่อกวีก็ต้องปลอดภัยแน่นอน นะ พ่อช่วยหน่อยนะคะ นะคะ ช่วยหน่อยนะ นะคะนะพ่อคะ
ผมขอตัวไปเข้าห้องน้ำก่อนนะครับ
หมอคนใหม่ก็บอกว่าพ่อกูอาจจะต้องผ่าตัดอ่ะ กว่าจะได้คิวก็นู่นน่ะกลางปีหน้า
And of course he's calling. Okay.
ปีแสง ตอนนี้มึงอยู่ไหนเนี่ย
กลัว อยู่ร้านกาแฟแม็ก
ฮะ มึงไปอยู่ได้ไงล่ะไอ้แม็กวะ
ทำไมวะ มีอะไร
มึงรอกูอยู่ตรงนั้นเลย เดี๋ยวกูจะไปหามึงเดี๋ยวนี้แหละ
กวีเป็นอะไรหรือเปล่า แล้วทำไมกวีมายืนอยู่ตรงนี้อ่ะ ไหนบอกว่าจะไปเข้าห้องน้ำไง
แพ้โทษทีอ่ะ พอดีเราเพิ่งรู้ตัวว่าเรามีธุระด่วนนะ เราต้องไปก่อนนะ ขอโทษจริงนะแพ้
Pear. Poor Pear's like, I'm just trying to have people in my life, man.
Yeah, like I was just like friends.
ก็รู้เองอ่ะปีแสง
Keep attracting these queens. I just can't stop.
กูแค่อยากจะช่วยมึง มึงรีบหาทางรักษาพ่อไม่ใช่เหรอ ถ้าต้องรอให้มึงกล้าบอกแพ้เรื่องเนี้ย ป่านนั้นน่ะแม่งต้องไปทำ
That's yeah.
แต่กูพูดในปากกูเอง
พวกมึงจะเข้าไปคุยข้างในทำไมวะ
Love
Real
him.
for that. He's so real for that, though.
He is real for that.
Yeah, it took me a minute with this scene because I was like, oh, he's pissed because he didn't ask. He just told her. And he's got big pride.
Yeah, he's got big I can take care of myself energy.
Okay, yeah, but why right then and right there? Could you wait until after the dinner? You know what I mean?
That impulse control isn't great. Also, his
Also, I think
focus is
this-
always on him. Peace out.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I also just think the like awkwardness of going back in there
แม่
and
กำลัง
sitting
จะขึ้นเครื่อง
down
กลับจากฮ่องกงนะ แต่
after
จะต้องบินไปภูเก็ตต่อ
her
ไว้เจอกันวัน
basically
อาทิตย์นะลูก
begging to treat his father.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nope, I just need to extricate myself from this situation with the quickness.
So that's his mom.
Mm-hmm.
They really were just doling out stuff this episode.
Yeah, they really said lore build. That's fine though. It's halfway through the season, time to do it. Or I guess a little bit past halfway.
ปีแสงใช่ปะก็ดิ ไอปีแสงนั่นแหละ เอาเรื่องพ่อกูไปบอกกับแพรไม่เข้าใจแม่งเลย กูหมายถึงคนที่ชอบมึงอ่ะ ปีแสงใช่ปะ
I mean, it looks like he's not going to deny it, which is better than we've seen.
Be yourself as best.
ก็มีที่นี่แหละมึงโอเคใช่ไหมล่ะ
Interesting choice. Ugh, getting better with
ทำไม
alcohol.
เดี๋ยวนี้มึงกินเหล้าบ่อยขึ้นวะมึงรู้ตัวปะเนี่ยมึงนี่นะกูถามมึงจริงเหรอทำไมวะทำไมมึงต้องทำตัวมีปัญหาตลอดเลยวะเวลาคนอื่นเขาหวังดีกับมึงเนี่ยฮะมึงรู้ปะกูโคตรสงสารปีแสงมันเลยนะเว้ยมันทำเพื่อมึงขนาดนี้เนี่ยแต่มึงเสือกไปมีอีโก้อะไรกับมันก็ไม่รู้มึงเป็นไรวะมันไม่ใช่อีโก้เว้ยแต่กูไม่รู้มันจะตามคำดีกับกูแบบนี้ไปอีกนานแค่ไหนอ่ะในเมื่อเรื่องระหว่างกูกับมันก็ไม่มีทางเป็นไปได้อยู่แล้วอ่ะแล้วถ้ามันยังตามทำดีกับกูอยู่แบบเนี้ยแล้วปลายทางมันจะไปจบที่ตรงไหนวะกูถามมึงหน่อยดิตอนเนี้ยมึงรู้สึกไงกับมันกันแน่วะ
Big questions.
แล้วทำไมมึงถามกูแบบนี้วะแล้วทำไมมึงต้องมีปฏิกิริยาแบบนี้ด้วยอ่ะ
How many drinks has he had? Jesus. I also feel for Pete's sake. Well, he did overstep, but also he just tried to help him. And he just keeps getting yelled at.
Just constantly yelled at.
Where is he going?
To take a broody bus ride around Bangkok.
That's where he's going. Where's he always going?
Yeah.
ถ้ามึงจะโกรธกูนะมึงก็โกรธไปเลยแต่กูบอกเลยนะกูจะไม่ขอโทษกูทำในสิ่งที่กูควรจะทำและกูก็แค่อยากจะช่วยมึงแต่มึงจะคิดยังไงกับมันอะสุดท้ายกูคงต้องยอมรับแหละกูขอโทษกูขอโทษมึงจริงๆว่ะแล้วกูก็อยากขอบคุณมึงด้วยเพราะสิ่งที่มึงทำให้กูอ่ะมันโคตรมีความหมายกับกูเลยจริงๆเว้ยมึงเมาใช่ปะกูไม่ได้เมา
Maybe a little.
เมาก็ได้ ไปดื่มกับไอ้แม็กมาแต่ที่กูมาพูดกับมึงอ่ะกูไม่ได้พูดเพราะกูเมานะเว้ยกูอยากขอโทษมึงจริงๆอ่ะกูมันแย่เองอ่ะกูโกรธตัวเองกูแค่อยากแก้ไขทุกอย่างให้มันดีขึ้นน่ะแต่กูก็ทำไม่ได้ทุกอย่างแม่งพังหมดแถมยังต้องให้คนอื่นมาคอยช่วยเหลือกูอีกอ่ะกูไม่ห่วยว่ะ
You don't suck.
ขนาดเรื่องความเป็นความตายของพ่อกูอ่ะ
กูแม่งยังทำอะไรไม่ได้ด้วยตัวเองเลยวะ
มึงไม่คิดว่ามึงจะทำอะไรได้วะ มึงไม่ใช่หมอ และการขอความช่วยเหลือจากคนอื่นน่ะ มันเป็นเรื่องของความห่วยตั้งแต่เมื่อไหร่วะ
แต่พักหลังมาเนี้ยมึงช่วยกูหลายอย่างมากเลยจริงๆว่ะ มันหลายอย่างมากจนกูไม่รู้กูจะเอาปัญญาที่ไหนมาตอบแทนมึงอ่ะ
I don't think he's asking you
มึง
to.
จะคิดได้แค่นั้นนะ มึงสบายใจได้เลย กูไม่ได้ต้องการให้มึงมาตอบแทน
ปีแสง
What's up with the Santas in the background?
I don't know. I can't remember what time of year this was. Maybe it was holiday season. I keep seeing them too.
I was also thinking that.
But the pink is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
กูมีเรื่องจะบอกมึง
There's no way. There's no way. I would be so shook.
กูหนักหัวว่ะ
There it is.
Much more there's.
I'm sitting here thinking about how many of us came off of like sodas, and it was so wild seeing him in this role, and so different to me in this role.
Ooh, see, I've had the X morning in between them
Yeah.
to like soften it, but yeah, I could see that.
Can you
guys-
think like going from the head guy to this guy?
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna let you watch this because they ruin it.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Oh wait, but how do I get? Yeah, hold on. How do I get to the next one? There we go. No, cancel. What the hell? There we go.
There you
Okay, we're good.
ดูซีรีส์เอา
I tried to find this somewhere else, but it's only on YouTube.
Is it not even on 1D? I was looking at 1D and 1D dropped. That's a whole other story. But
not
ฟิลไหนเนี่ยมานั่งคนเดียว ปกติอะเราไม่เคยเห็นแพรนั่งที่ร้านนี้เลยนะ
ก็เราเห็นเพื่อนๆชอบมากันอ่ะ ก็เลยลองมาเผื่อจะเจอใครบ้าง แต่ก็ไม่เจอใครเลย
ก็เจอเราไง
She's like, yeah, I said what I said.
are we giving him a redemption arc?
I mean, at least she knows this one actually likes girls.
That's true.
He's kind of a douche, but I mean, he at least likes women.
เฮ้ย นอน เปลี่ยนชุดก่อน
I also didn't realize how little he was till this scene. I was like, you're so tiny.
เสร็จแล้ว
Oh no.
The classic.
เปลี่ยนเกง
ก็ได้
เดี๋ยววิใส่เกง
There's also an appreciation that they didn't make this. You know how they will make scenes like this kind of weird?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that also was a moment. I was like, okay.
It's not sexy. It's like he's
No.
dressing a giant toddler.
Yes. I appreciated that because I
Yeah.
was like, oftentimes they make it weird.
Especially if it's before the DTR.
Mm-hmm.
เอ๊ะทำไมอ่ะ ทำไมมึงถึงต้องทำดีกับกูขนาดนี้ด้วยอ่ะ
ก็กูบอกมึงแล้วไงว่ากูชอบมึง
ชอบเหรอแล้วทำไมถึงชอบคนอย่างกูอ่ะคนอย่างกูไม่เห็นมีอะไรดีสักอย่างเลยอ่ะ
He makes me
คน
sad.
ดีขนาด
Yeah.
มึงอ่ะจะไปชอบใครก็ได้อีกตั้งเยอะอะกูทั้งกากทั้งจนแถมยังนิสัยไม่ดีอีกอ่ะไม่เห็นจะมีอะไรเหมาะสมกับมึงสักอย่างเลยอ่ะ
He's like, you gotta stop, dude.
Yeah. You gotta
ก็มึง
stop
น่ารัก
playing
ไง
with my hair.
พอปะเหตุผลนะ
Gonna get us both in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did not see that coming either. That was the kiss that heard round the world. I was like, oh, this is coming different. This show is different.
This is very well shot.
Mm-hmm. He did right?
Wow.
Right. This is what I try to tell people. I was like, oh, this is not like those other shows.
Yep.
Yeah, I was when we first watched this, I was like, don't ruin it. This was great. And then he fell asleep. I was like, oh, okay, good. Yeah. Talked for there were whole lives just discussing this moment.
I mean, understandably.
And the
I feel like
timing of it. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like it's very similar to the first kiss in Kimjira, where everyone was like, we need to talk about this right here, right now. Everyone's going to talk about it. Everyone's going to sit on live and talk about it. And it was like, I mean, we knew this was kind of coming, y'all. But this one, I was shook.
And you think about when this came out, like stuff like this didn't happen in BL back then.
No, because this is what it came out the same time as Together, right?
No. When did this come? This was 2021, right?
Yeah.
Oh, was it 23?
I think so, yeah.
And mom's home.
Ooh, okay, so get the things ended when they
บิน
ended.
ไปภูเก็ตตอนเช้าไม่ใช่เหรอ
เปลี่ยนแผนไงจ๊ะ
Yeah, 2023. May to August of
มากอดแม่โตแล้วกอดย่ากอดเย็นมาลูก
May to August of 23, same time as Cherry Magic.
Okay, this is Cherry Magic. Oh,
ดี
interesting.
ใจที่แม่มาละสิ
I do not have those on the same timeline in my brain.
สวัสดีจ้า
GMM was in its bag then during that time period. If these were around the same time.
เสิร์ฟความอร่อยพร้อมสารอาหารครบถ้วนสมดุลให้เหนียวเพอ
Cherry Magic was really well done.
Tasty Mix
Cherry Magic
It's
was
my
December
favorite.
December
Yeah,
of
it's so good.
23 to March of 24.
Wow, go off.
ไม่เอาแล้วแม่
แหม
It feels like there would have been a way bigger gap between those two.
Yeah.
It was the same time as Bed Friend and Wedding Plan, A Boss and a Babe.
That's a great time in BL then.
Boston a Babe, definitely. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for
Last Twilight was about to come out, and then
Jesus.
ไปเจอลูก
Renaissance era.
เที่ยวที่ปกติลูกไม่ไป
That's why I wasn't watching this, probably because of me starting a Boss and a Babe.
เพราะลูกน้องแม่ส่วนใหญ่ก็เป็
So
นคน
she's letting him know that he's been
เรา
spotted.
เคยตกลงกันแล้วไม่ใช่หรอ ว่าถ้าแกจะตัดสินใจอะไรอะแม่เนี่ยต้องเป็นคนแรก ที่แกจะคุยด้วย
This is an interesting. I'm curious to see what your take is on this
แม่เคยใช้อะ
conversation.
มันอาจจะได้ผลตอนผมอายุ15นะแต่ตอนนี้ผมอายุ20แล้วแม่ ผมโตมากพอแล้วผมก็มั่นใจว่าผมเป็นอะไร แม่จะรับไม่ได้อะเรื่องของแม่
คนอย่างแม่เนี่ยนะ จะรับเรื่องพวกนี้ไม่ได้ คนเราเนี่ยนะ จะมีรสนิยมยังไงอ่ะก็เป็นเรื่องหนึ่ง แต่การที่บอกว่าตัวเองเป็นอะไรเนี่ยก็อีกเรื่องหนึ่งไอ้อันหลังเนี่ยแหละ ที่เป็นการกำหนดชีวิตของแกว่าอะไรแกทำได้ อะไรทำไม่ได้ แกบอกว่าแกมั่นใจ แกคิดเรื่องพวกนี้หรือยัง
You can be gay, just don't tell people.
So there's more to that conversation. I would like to discuss once it's done.
I agree. I think that there's a larger depth to that.
I mean, there's literally more to
คือ
it.
เราแค่คิดว่าแพรน่าจะชอบบาร์สวยๆดีๆไม่น่าจะชอบร้านแบบเนี้ยแล้วแพรอยากลองไปร้านที่ดีกว่านี้ป่ะเดี๋ยวเราพาไป
Oh, so this is happening. Okay.
Never follow them to a second location.
ว่าแต่ไอ้กูวิไปไหนอ่ะ
ก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันอะ
In another man's bed.
แล้วตอนนี้เนี่ยแพรกับกวิคบกันอยู่เหรอ เฮ้ย คือเราไม่ได้จะละล่าละลวงนะ แต่
เปล่า เรากับกวีเป็นเพื่อนกันอะนี่ทุกคนคิดว่าเรากับกวีเป็นแฟนกันเหรอ
เฮ้ย ไม่ทุกคนหรอก บางคนก็ไม่เชื่อ เราก็ไม่เชื่อ แพรคิดว่าไอ้กวิเป็นผู้ชายจริงเหรอ
None of your business.
หมายความว่าไงอะ
ก็ไอ้กวินมันก็เป็นคนที่น่ารักดีนะ ก็ไม่แปลกอะที่ผู้หญิงบางคนจะชอบมัน แต่เราว่ายังไงมันก็ไม่ใช่ผู้ชายวะ
เราเป็นผู้ชายนี้ต้องเป็นแบบไหนอ่ะ
Go off.
แบบเธอ
Even this kind of conversation, you don't, in this way, doesn't typically happen.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought there was more to the conversation. I thought maybe it happens at another time. I think it does.
I'm guessing she comes in the door and they're sleeping in the bed.
กูมีอะไร
I
อยาก
can't
จะบอก
remember. I honestly can't remember.
ความจริงแล้วอ่ะ กูมาจากอนาคตนะ ลูกแก้วดนตรีที่อยู่ในห้องกูอะ
Oh God.
นั่นแหละ ที่พากูย้อนเวลากลับมา
Maybe half asleep isn't the time to say that.
Well, so now I'm okay. So I think I was wrong, but even in that point, I was very curious about the different reactions to the mom, what she even said in that moment. Because to me, I was like, "Yo, what do you mean you can't tell anybody? Like, that's crazy." I saw
Ooh.
other people, queer creators, say, "Well, she's not wrong. It is a big decision to be out, especially." And it was Thailand the way Thailand was then, right? Marriage equality had happened. A lot of marriage equality. I don't think people realize marriage. It wasn't just about marriage equality. A lot of things shifted for visibility for queer people and representation and everything when marriage equality passed. It was bigger than that. And so they were like, I saw people being like, "Mom's just looking out for you. Why are you being rude to her?" I was just fascinated. Like, to me, I was like, it was interesting to see the two reactions to the mom.
Ooh, I think I sit in the middle of this as I do with both
Mhm.
conversations. So it seems like correct me if I'm wrong, is she a public figure or is she
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Like not just like a businesswoman, like in
I
governmental?
can't remember. I just
Okay.
know she's very visible.
I
'Cause
think
I
that it's
think
like she's not like a politician yet, but they're like trying to maneuver her into being one is
Okay.
what
Mhm.
is happening. Like they're setting her up to work in that direction.
So do I think that he has a right to be as out and proud as he wants to be? Yes. Do I
Mhm.
think that some PR manager should have sat them all down when they just started on this route and went, "Hey, I need everything out. I need to have a discussion." Because that is, as someone who works in that world, I will
That's
say I've
interesting.
had that
Okay.
conversation before where I'm like, "Hey, it's there. I'm totally happy with you being as out and as proud as you want to be. We need to do this in a way that is outwardly like it makes sense."
Mhm.
That is a very hard middle ground between it. But I think that personally, what I think of is you want your child to come out as a public figure in the best possible way. You have no definition on if they are allowed to come out. He should be allowed to come out whenever. But if that means instead of a picture leaking of him at the bar, it's a public
Oh.
statement, I think that that is a
Mhm.
very important distinction. Do I think that she has a right to say no? No. Do I think that she has slightly more of a right to be like, "Hey, can we make a PR statement about this?" Totally.
And it would protect him as well in the end.
Exactly.
Oh,
Because
that's so I didn't even think of I was just thinking I didn't even think of it in a PR place at
yeah, I think about
all.
stuff like that all the time because
Mm.
I'll see someone. This happens a lot in Western media, but like you'll see that someone nowadays we're very good about if you see someone come out of nowhere and it's like an immediate statement and this is who I am and this is who I've always been, always look for the next couple of days after. Just a little bit because it tends to
So
be
okay.
because at the end of the day in PR, it is much better to put out a public statement than to wait for the dust to settle.
So because I think about this too, early on because I was following Bilkin and Pee in the early days, and they're both wealthy, and their families both have social status. So to me, their families make me think of that mom, right? They're not just mom and dad, right? They have all this other stuff going on, and people always ask like I think international audiences have this view of Thai actors and Thailand and being like, it's no big deal. Why don't they just come out? And why is it? And I know specifically the Thai people that I was talking to about like at least during that time. I'm sure things have shifted, but during that time and that political standing, it could affect your business. It could affect and their business was a family business, and they're like, well, they're in BL. It is. BL, I will say this I can't say this for fact, but there's a reason why you find all of these wealthy guys doing BL because it gives them an outlet that is acceptable that will not affect the standing of their very rich families.
Yeah. If you're at Pride as a BL actor, it's very different from being at Pride as the CEO's son.
So Yeah. So when I heard that was my take on her. Was I didn't think I was frustrated, but also I was like, oh, she's probably assessing, we're a wealthy standing family. What'll this affect? Da, 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 da. She was calculating and maneuvering, but in my head, it was a little more not nefarious, but it frustrated me more than when the way you described it was a little different, where it's like,
I think what she said was wrong, though. Her saying, like, you have to wait, I don't think that's fair to anyone. Unless you are saying, hey, you have to wait because we're making a concrete plan. But it's obvious that he talked to her about this at 15, by the way that he said it. That's 5 years. You could have made a discussion in the last 5 years. And so I think that she is in the wrong. But I would say that if she is that public of a figure, someone should have been in there at some point going, okay, either we have a disaster plan for when something happens or we plan ahead.
I think personally, I understand what you're saying, but I don't think she was. I think she was coming from it from a self-serving angle. Like I just do. Like I don't think that she was like, we got to make sure this works for you. I think that she was very much making it about her. That's
no,
what
I
it felt
agree.
like to me.
Yeah.
She was.
Like that is why I immediately get frustrated, especially because with a BL, I'm always going to have my my ears up with an on-screen parent, because that shit can go south real quick. So it felt like he was coming out to her and she was making it about her, and that's what frustrated me.
Oh, you
Well,
think
he
that was him coming out?
No, he
I
was
think
already out.
I think that they had like broached the subject, but I think that was him being like, no, this is what's happening. Like this is a concrete. This is me. I think that it was like, I think that they had kind of like touched on it, but that was him like definitely for planting his flag in the ground. Does that make sense?
It
Like
does.
it wasn't like this is a no pretext. No, I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it. I think it's like it was like no, I thought this out and this is where I've landed.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I just was really
So, like,
curious because
assess coming out's not the correct term.
I was curious of this conversation because it was so all over the place when this scene, and I did not expect that. I kind of expected everybody to be frustrated with the mom. There were a lot of people who weren't, and there were a lot of people like, she's being realistic, and he should give her, because he wasn't rejecting. So one of the creators said she's not rejecting his queerness. She's preparing him for the real world, and that was some of the it was fascinating.
I'm seeing that discussion currently with Edge of Horizon. Have you guys been watching?
I have not, but that's okay. You can say it.
Okay, so on episode 2, so it's like a servant and someone who is in the royalty, right? And the servant's mother has decided to move them out when she sees that they have kissed. And I was fighting some of the people that I talked to about BL because I was like, no, she's not wrong for that. Like, there's very few instances where I'm like, get him the hell out of there. But if this is a royal court and you are getting close to a royal son, she's doing that for safety. There's a difference there. And I understand the flack, but I was like, if this was the real world, we would be telling them to get out. But I think that's hard when we get into these discussions because a lot of people see the word that I see pushed around all the time is like queer utopia, right? We want to think of this as a queer utopia. We want to take it away from like the real world. But in the real world, if she is a public figure, 5 years ago, she should have started making a plan. That's on her. I feel like he has full right now to be like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. It's been years. But that is like the real world in me talking. And the BL world, yes, it would be wonderful if she immediately accepted him into her arms and was like, and everything's gonna be perfect and great. And the sunshine is gonna shine perfectly in their direction. But that just isn't realistic in most cases. You know what I mean? And I guess I prefer a little bit of realism.
That's interesting. All right. I was very curious about that. Well,
Oh.
Yeah. I also was glad he remembered because sometimes they don't remember and that makes me irritated.
พี่แสง
ตื่นแล้วเหรอ กาแฟปะ
มึง คือเมื่อคืนกูเมามากอ่ะ แล้วกู
I hate the I'm drunk talk.
คือกูไม่รู้ว่ามันเกิดอะไรขึ้นบ้างอ่ะ แต่ว่าไอ้ที่มึงกับกูจูบกันอ่ะ คือไม่เป็นความฝันวะ
สวัสดีจ้า
Oh, the way she says it, it's
She's
so
a weirdo.
amazing.
ชื่อแปลกดีนะ
Oh, this would be my worst fear, reimagined. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I would die. I would just crawl under the table.
ก
But
วี
he is
เป็น
happy with food,
เพื่อน
so
คณะเดียวกับปีแสงเหรอ
ใช่ครับ
แล้วเมื่อคืนไปเที่ยวกันมาเหรอจ๊ะ
อ๋อ เปล่าครับ ผมไปดื่มกับเพื่อนมาก่อนนะครับ แล้วก็ค่อยมาหาปีแสงทีหลังครับ
ปีแสงไม่เคยพาใครมาที่นี่เลยนะ
มันเป็นความผิดของผมเองอะครับ ผมดื่มมากไปหน่อยครับ ก็เลยเมา
กินเถอะ เดี๋ยวไปส่งห้อง
she is like, okay, all right.
Oh, we're not even going into a parking space this time. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You're not even getting out.
อุ๊ย สรุปมึงจะเอาไงเรื่องพ่ออะหรือมึงจะหาหมอคนใหม่
ไม่วะ ไม่มีเวลาแล้วอ่ะ อีกแค่ไม่กี่วัน อาการของพ่อกูก็จะหนักขึ้นอยู่ดีอ่ะ
Oh, and he's about to realize that he meant it.
ก็รีบจัดการแล้วกัน ถ้ามีอะไรให้กูช่วย ก็บอก
เดี๋ยวพี่แสง คือ กูอยากคุยกับมึงเรื่องเมื่อคืนน่ะ ไม่ว่าจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นน่ะ
มึงรีบจัดการเรื่องพ่อของมึงก่อนเถอะ
I really hate that he won't let him
ต
talk.
อนนี้เลย
I think he just doesn't want to get rejected in this moment, probably, but
I'm like, let it talk. That's one of the things I hate when people cut up people off in these shows. I'm like, I would like to hear what they're going to say.
exactly.
กูยังชอบแพรไหมอยู่นะ
กูรู้ แต่กูจะรอ
Why do they give away so much in previous? But I don't remember how we get there.
Oh God.
Oh. What a time you had, little buddy. You did that. Twice.
มึงรีบจัดการเรื่องพ่อของมึงก่อนเถอะอย่าเพิ่งว้าวุ่นเรื่องอื่นตอนนี้เลย
ปีใหม่เป็นโปรแกรมไปเที่ยวไหนกันบ้างเนี่ยครับเหรอ ไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวอยู่ไปเที่ยวให้สนุกแล้วกันโอเคไปนะ อ่ะกวิ
สวัสดีครับคุณลุง
สวัสดี
คุณลุงครับ เรื่องที่เกิดขึ้น ผมขอโทษคุณลุงจริงๆนะครับ คือผมรู้ตัวว่าผมทำตัวไม่เหมาะสมอ่ะ
ไม่เป็นไรหรอก ไม่ต้องกังวลอะไรนะ แพรเขาก็เป็นอย่างนี้แหละ บางทีก็เจ้ากิจเจ้าการไปหน่อย
แต่ว่าผมอยากขอความช่วยเหลือจากคุณลุงจริงๆนะครับ ชีวิตนี้ผมมีพ่อคนเดียวอะครับ แล้วผมก็ไม่อยากเสียเขาไปด้วยอะครับ ผมสัญญาครับ ว่าผมจะยอมทำทุกอย่างเพื่อตอบแทนคุณลุงอย่างแน่นอนครับ
กวีแต่ว่า
ผ
เรื่อง
มรู้ว่าสิ่งที่ผมกำลังขอคุณลุงมันไม่เหมาะสม ผมขอโทษครับคุณลุง แต่จะให้ผมอยู่เฉยๆไม่ทำอะไรแล้วปล่อยพ่อผมตาย ผมก็ยอมไม่ได้เหมือนกันครับคุณลุง คุณลุงครับ ได้โปรดรับคุณพ่อผมเป็นคนไข้ของคุณลุงทีนะครับ
Does he not have an office? Like, I'm Nolly, I guess. Okay.
ทำโน้ตเอาไว้เดี๋ยวเอามาให้
แพรเราขอคุยกับแพรแป๊บนึงได้ไหม
Those girls like, oh, I guess we got to go.
Not the handhold.
Mm-hmm.
แพรเราขอโทษแพรจริงๆนะ เราไม่ได้ตั้งใจจะทำให้แพรโกรธเลยอะ
เราไม่ได้โกรธกวีหรอก ตอนที่กวีเครียดเรื่องพ่อแล้วไม่ยอมบอกเราอะจริงๆเราก็น้อยใจนะ แต่เราก็เข้าใจว่ามันเป็นเรื่องที่พูดยากแล้วกวีก็อาจจะยังไม่พร้อมก็ได้พ่อเราตกลงรับพ่อกวีเป็นคนไข้แล้วนะกวีพร้อมเมื่อไหร่อ่ะพาพ่อไปได้เลยแล้วต่อไปเนี้ยกวีมีอะไรห้ามปิดบังเราอีกนะกวีช่วยเหลือเรามาเยอะแล้วอ่ะเราอยากช่วยกวีบ้าง
พ่อ พรุ่งนี้พ่อขึ้นมากรุงเทพเลยได้ไหม ผมหาหมอคนใหม่พ่อได้แล้วนะ
โอ้ยจะไปทำไมแล้วเดี๋ยวต้นปีเนี่ยหมอเขานัดพ่อแล้ว
Parents are so
โรงพยา
annoying.
บาลตอนนี้เนี่ยยุ่งตายเลย
I can hear either one of my parents saying
รักษา
that
ที่
right
เนี่ยมัน
now.
ต้องรอคิวนาน ถ้าหมอบอกว่าต้องผ่าก็ผ่าได้เลยนะ
นี่พูดอย่างกับพ่อจะตายวันตายพรุ่งนั่นแหละฮะ
Well,
พ่อก็รู้ดีว่าอาการพ่อตอนนี้มันหนักขนาดไหนอ่ะ พ่อรู้ไหมถ้าพ่อไม่รีบรักษา อีกไม่กี่วันพ่อจะตายนะ
ดูปากมึงสิฮะ นี่แช่งเหรอ
ผมไม่ได้แช่งพ่อ พ่อรู้ไหม
you're muted,
พ่อเป็นแร
Yosh.
งผลักดันเดียวในชีวิตผมเลยนะ ที่ทำให้ผมอยากทำให้ชีวิตตัวเองมันดีขึ้นน่ะ แต่พอไม่มีพ่ออยู่ ผมก็ไม่รู้ผมจะทำให้ชีวิตตัวเองมันดีขึ้นไปทำไมอ่ะ
Oh, no.
สุดท้ายพ่อก็ไม่อยู่เห็นอยู่ดีอ่ะ
แต่พ่อไม่ได้ทำประกันไว้อะแล้วถ้าเกิดไปโรงพยาบาลแบบนั้นต้องใช้เงินเยอะ อย่างต่ำๆมันก็หลายแสนน่ะ
แต่พ่อยังมีเงินเก็บอยู่ไม่ใช่หรอ ผมรู้นะพ่อ พ่อฝากเงินไม่ได้บัญชีเงินฝากประจำอ่ะ
ไอ้เงินก้อนนั้นน่ะพ่อเก็บไว้เป็นมรดกไว้ให้แกนะ
Aww.
แล้วยังไง
I would be like, I will fight you.
เขาไม่พอ
Yeah.
ผมคุยกับเขาแล้วพ่อ เรามีเท่าไหร่เราจ่ายไปก่อนแต่เดี๋ยวหลังจากนั้นเดี๋ยวผมทำงานมาใช้ที่หลังเอง
ไม่ต้องหรอกพ่อไม่อยากเป็นภาระให้แกนะ
Oh, my Jesus.
แค่นี้แกก็ลำบากกว่าเด็กคน
Yeah, but would you
อื่นๆเยอะ
rather
แล้วล่ะ
be a burden or a coffin? That's the
จะมา
two
เป็นหนี้
options
สิน
at this
เพราะเรื่อง
point.
ชีวิตของพ่อเลย
พ่อ ผมขอบคุณนะพ่อ ที่พ่อหวังดีกับผมมาตลอดนะ แต่ผมขอได้ไหมพ่อ ผมขอครั้งนี้ครั้งเดียว พ่อไม่ต้องทำเพื่อผมก็ได้ แต่พ่อทำเพื่อตัวเองบ้างเถอะนะ ผมอยากอยู่กับพ่อไปนานๆน่ะ ให้ผมได้มีโอกาสตอบแทนพ่อบ้างเถอะนะพ่อ
Yeah. The way my sister had to fight my dad to drive them to visit with her family because he wanted to drive himself. That man
Really?
knocking on
Hard enough,
90's door, trying to drive 4 hours. Woo.
ก็ดีแล้ว ทีนี้มึงก็คงสบายใจขึ้นนะ
Oh, and here we go.
ปีแสง
I still am struck by
กู
how
อยากจะคุยกับมึง
different
เมื่อคื
he
นน่ะ
is. Wait, it must be the part after. I was like, what the heck? What are we missing? Or is it next week?
โอ้เฮ้ยเชี่ย
Oh, this is going back in time.
นี่มึงอยู่ในที่แบบนี้จริงเหรอวะเนี่ย
มึงจะยืมเสื้อตัวไหนมึงก็มาดู แต่กูว่าตัวนี้เหมาะดีนะ เหมาะ
When
ใส่ไป
was
กินข้าว
this?
ผู้ใหญ่ดิ
Oh,
this is
before the dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
นี่มึงจะมายืมเสื้อกูหรือมึงจะมาดูลู่ทางขโมยของในห้องกูฮะ
That is nice. Like that. Right.
That's fancy.
มึงนี่นายฉาเนาะ
เปลี่ยนใจไหมล่ะ
เปลี่ยนใจเรื่อง
You know damn well what he's saying.
มึงอยู่ด้วยเลย
You
Oh,
could
so we
ask
could have
all
gone to my personal weatherman?
Yeah.
แต่กูยังชอบแพรไหมอยู่นะ
กูรู้ แต่กูจะรอ กูรอเก่งนะเว้ย
Okay, so that was before this. Okay, saying that's some confidence. I'll wait.
โอ้ยชักไม่แน่ใจแล้วว่าการแก้ไขอดีตรอบเนี้ยผมจะพาตัวเองไปได้ถึงจุดไหนวะเนี่ย
เพราะกูก็แค่อยากจะเป็นความสบายใจในชีวิตมึง
มันไกลกว่าที่ผมคิดไว้มากแล้วอ่ะ
ปีแสง อยู่เป็นเพื่อนกูก่อนดิ
ยังไงก็อย่าเพิ่งหนีผมไปไหนนะครับ ฝากติดตามตอนต่อไปด้วยนะ
I know I'm frustrating you. Just hang on a little longer.
Just let me cook.
I'm a complicated guy. Oh, this is the best episode. Everybody, I felt so bad because I couldn't do the last one. They're all like, my favorite episode's coming next. Like, I
And they're-
everyone.
Oh, but if we had tried to do the week before last, we would have both been, I would have been dying. Oh
Yeah,
my
it
God,
would've
I would have
been
been
rough.
dying.
Yeah. Had to
Moving
be,
across
but
country, not
yeah,
for the week.
I'm thankful my memories of being so fond of this show are being like affirmed through this rewatch. It just it was so good. It felt like a reset in how GMMTV specifically did their storytelling, and it kind of opened the door for just better, more realistic queer storytelling.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't realize when this came out. I feel like it came out around a lot of, I would say, very silly, very like, how do I put that? Light series. So this coming in as the middle ground between this is crazy to my head. My God, it's so nice. I feel like it's going to be, I have it rated so far as a 9.5, actually. When I was like going back through my listings, I think it's just so sweet. It's very honest. Also Gawain, oh my God. Oh my God. Even just like, I know I like wax poetic about like micro expressions, but like he has really good micro expressions. Like you can tell very visibly what he is going through, which is really nice to see.
Yeah. And it feels really different for him. It feels very different for both. People had a lot to say about Chris at that time, but I feel like that was definitely a reset for him. And it's like screaming, how it is, like screaming at the wall sometimes when talking in fandom spaces. But there was this idea that this was some money grab. They had created this idea that he was coming back to BL because he needed money and no one else would accept him. And so this show existed already. He was supposed to do it with Cinto, and then they were trying to recast it. It wasn't like he was scrambling or something. He had a career going on. Listening to him talk now, he really just didn't want to do anything without Cinto, but there comes a point where you have to do something. But I was like, this show, and I was right. I was like, this is not a money grab. Yeah. The choices this show is making are not easy sellable, BL choices. This is like hitting difficult conversation. And there are a lot of BL watchers that don't want realism in their BL. And so it doesn't sell as well. So yeah, I was like, y'all got this wrong.
I am so fascinated by a universe where this is a Kristen Cinto show. I'm like, what does that even look like? That's so.
You asked this, Amanda. What are they playing the same roles in it?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Because I think if you flip them, it makes more sense in my head as a Kristen. But I mean, I can say that, but their next one, they're flipping.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for that. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to see what that'll look like. But I mean, I think Chris is a very good actor at portraying that like very anxious, I would call it like JBL style of character.
That's so interesting because a lot of his music career is in Japan, and he spent his whole break was in Japan mainly. So that's interesting.
I think he plays off of it well. Like I was, do you guys watch JBL that often? Like current day JBL? Okay. Yeah. I was just finishing up a long form video on fake fact clips, and I think that he plays very similarly.
I'm in the middle of that one.
Don't worry, I won't spoil anything. I won't. But that is one of my favorites of the year. That's one of my favorite mangas of 2020. Back when I was like literally just making a little blog about it. I think it's so well done. And so I think that he plays that type of actor quite well. Very dramatic when you need to be dramatic, very down to earth when you need to play down to earth. But when you have those expressions are very loud, very much more J drama than it is T dramas. And so I think he does it very interestingly. But a good example of that, I think that a lot of people have a hard time with JBLs because they can't get past the first episode. It's hard to get into a character's mindset if you're used to Thai BL. My example for that is always Tucker is Treasure. If you can get past the first episode, you'll love the series, but you have to get past that first episode. And so
I love that genuinely probably my favorite JBL. Like
really?
It's between that and My Beautiful Man. Like it is.
I love My Beautiful Man.
Are you not
I hate My Beautiful Man. I hate My Beautiful Man. Don't
you hate
it? I'm watching.
Okay. I hate My Personal Weatherman.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like it's one or the other. I feel like it's everyone's one or the other. But and this is a very hard thing. Okay, I can't get past it. I literally recently in the last 6 months, I reread all of it, watched it all of the series, all of the movies again, because I have so many friends who love it. And I was like, I can't with this. I don't know. I think it's not even the AK scene, even though the AK scene I know is the first thing that made me go like, but it's like the way that the characters interact with each other. I just can't get down with it for some reason. I've tried.
Really?
I've tried.
I just so aggressively.
Especially Eternal. I like the first season so much more than Eternal. I really dislike Eternal.
Oh, I like to see who, because I feel like Eternal, you don't know who he is, the second character.
Yeah.
Eternal. And why he's there makes more sense once you learn who he is, and that they're both so much. There's who they both are makes sense for why they want to be together, in my opinion.
Oh, totally. I think I think the second character is much better developed in the second series, but I think the first character has no genuine change, and that is a
I don't expect him to.
I do, because like I think, yeah. Oh my god, because I think that
that's literally who he is. I don't know that there's any
I
changing
know,
there.
but
That
he's
is
so
who he
dependent.
is.
I know, and it makes me want to die. I don't know what it is about him, but it's like it's him as a character, and because we
That's so
focus so like I like the second character so much more. I can find his story believable, but I think it's very similar to the second season of Cosmetic Play Lover versus the first. I love the first season of Cosmetic Play Lover. The second one makes no sense if you look at the characters from the first, and so I have a really hard time with it.
Watched the second season of that yet?
Yeah, I'm also. Oh God, I think I've seen.
I had heard people compare it to the second season of Monato's Laundry, and I was like,
oh
cool,
God,
never
no,
mind.
hell no.
I saw somebody make that comparison, and I was like, oh, never mind.
Have you guys read the manga for Monato?
I don't
know.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say I don't like but I have seen, get ready for this because this is probably something you don't know. I have seen every single legally available JBL multiple times in the US. If I can get to it legally, or if I can maybe not, I've seen it. And so anything since 2014 was like the first like shading types. I'm very, I used to use them for when I was learning the language. And so
that makes sense.
It's I don't know, but My Beautiful Man just doesn't get it for me. I don't know.
I think if you can't relate or understand, if the main character in season 1 doesn't make sense to you, then you're not going to get it. But for me, I actually commended them for not trying to change him, because realistically, the severity of where he was at developmentally, him changing it to me is not realistic. And that is that you're not always going to change somebody, right? If they are, you can't always change.
Ooh, that's not what I mean by change, though. What I mean is like, I think that his tendencies are very adolescent, even though I can understand.
Yeah, I think that's part
like,
of it.
oh, but I think his clinginess and his dependency is totally fine to me. That's totally fine. There are people like that. There are people who work well with that. Like, I have friends who are like that. Totally true. It is the fact that he just never calms, that he never finds, like, I feel like he never really settles into the relationship. Really?
No.
Maybe I need to go back again. But I'm
going to be really honest with you. I'm looking at him through a neurospicy lens. And when I look at him through a neurospicy lens, he is who he is. Actually, he went way farther than I think he functions way more after that by even being in that relationship than he would have if he had stayed alone. That's I am watching him strictly through a neurospicy lens.
I do that for my personal weatherman, and I think it makes a lot more sense that way too. But I mean, I think that's or Takara's Treasure, another one that I feel like you can really easily, if you had canon them as both of them, really as
I cannot see him outside of a neurospicy lens. Honestly.
Oh, I don't think. Does anyone?
It's very interesting. The first
understood the season didn't.
I will tell you a KBL that I realized everyone I talked to who didn't like it had no idea they should be watching it through a neurospicy lens. What's it called, Yoshi? The 13 episode KBL, where it's like a love triangle.
Light on Me. The
Light on Me.
I loved Light on Me.
Yeah,
but I also see that in neurodivide. Yeah.
But I would talk to people and be like, he irritated me. Da, 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 da. And I just straight up be like, I was watching that with a neurospicy lens. And they were like, oh. And then they would go back and rewatch it and be like, oh. Like, but if you, it does make a difference. And it educated me that not everybody is checking in on that when they go into a series, because it's not always laid out specifically in Asian series.
Oh yeah. I mean, that discussion is
spell it out to you.
I think the same for Ball Boy Tactics on the KBL side.
Yes. Yep. But
I mean, also like I've had a lot of discussions with my friends in Japan and my friends in Korea about like they don't get tested. It is not you're not getting tested, you're not going to therapy, that is not discussed. It's getting better ish nowadays, but in Thailand, out of the I want to say it was like 1 in 11 will go and get tested after it is written within their school notes. And out of those, like somewhere around 8%, maybe half of them will end up with a formal diagnosis just because they will stop halfway through testing. It's just not a thing. And so I wonder.
I remember when Boss and the Babe came out, a lot of Thai people made a big deal about the fact that Mike's character went to therapy because you don't typically see therapy in any Thai media. And I think also newer fans miss like these pivotal moments. Nanan, to me, was huge in the fact that he talked about therapy. He had talked about the effects of acting on his mental health, and he talked about his ADHD diagnosis. Like all of these things. And you saw other actors, like I feel like Earth became more vocal after Nanan was vocal. And so Earth talks a lot about he's got a lot of things going on, but he's really open about it. And I still remember the interview. It's like, oh, I know people didn't see these things. It's an English speaking interview. And I think about it all the time because like in back of my mind, I'm like, I want Earth to have this one day. He said, I want to do a series with the lead having, depression and mental health issues, but it not being sad. He's like, I want it to be at the forefront. I want it to be part of who that character is, but I don't want it to be this dramatic thing where it is, you know what I mean? How
He wants a
typically
17th spring kind of vibe.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be he wants it to be there, but it doesn't need to be this thing that's holding him back or this thing and he said that's like, if he could make a show, that's his dream. But he also wants to educate more about mental health through that as well. Anyway, I was just like, and then he also wants to do theater. And I'm like, let Earth do theater. Okay. I'll fly to Thailand and see you in a show.
The only reason I'm not, if he does theater, we get to see him less. But I guess if that's your dream,
what's wrong?
Oh God! Oh, I remember. Earth or Mixes and Cow Tongues based on 2 stories. It came out 6 months ago. Maybe they talked about how they've both gone to therapy recently and like how that's been handling. And I was like, oh, this is so refreshing. But then I went through the comments and it was like, oh, this is so surprising. Like, I'm so happy that they're talking about it. And I was like, oh yeah. Sometimes I think that the progression happens in the way that we see it in the media. If I see it happening in there, I assume it's happening in the outside world, but that's really not true most of the time. And so I got to keep a little bit more. I've been trying to keep a little bit more up to date on that kind of stuff, but it's.
I think around the same time Nanan was opening up, there's a Woody interview that Bilkin did. And he doesn't just talk about therapy. He talks about, like, he doesn't put a name to it, but I feel justified in thinking he is also in that neurospicy space because he talked about his impulse control issues when he was younger. He would get very angry and wouldn't know what, and they were at their wits' end. He said his family was at their wits' end because he did not have impulse control around his anger. And so he talked about, going to therapy, and he still goes to therapy, and how that's helped. So when I always tell people, I'm like, y'all didn't see Bilkin before. He was super jealous type to the point where I was like, whoa, dude. And he talked about how therapy helped him with his partners, and dealing with jealousy and stuff like that. But he was like super open in that interview. And I was impressed by that at that time. I feel like more of the actors are open now, but back then with like Nanan and Bilkin and Earth, like that was fresh. That was new.
I feel like it's good that people are being more honest about and transparent, I guess is a better way to put that. Not honest, but transparent about their own struggles and issues and what's happening on in their life, because like, I think that helps remove some of that, like everything is perfect and everything is bright and everything is exactly the way that it's supposed to be in the world kind of vibe from it. But at the same time, my God, I wish that they had better resources for that.
Yeah. They should all be in therapy. I was listening to a podcast the other day of actor, and both the actors, was Western media, and they were like, it's insane if you're not in therapy. You cannot be an actor and not be in therapy, because the world you're living in, the type of characters you might have to portray, all of that wears on you, and you need that release. Yeah. So, wow.
I even suggested to people who make a lot of content. When I work with like larger influencers, I'm like, I know that you're looking at your comments. You should be going to therapy. If you are a person in which you can see what people are saying about you, you should be going. Not everyone, but a lot of people should be thinking about it if it affects them. Part of life nowadays.
Yeah. All right. We did it, gang. I thank you for adjusting your schedule, everybody. And we did it. And I don't know, would you be down for this time next week too? Because unless I have doctor's appointment, I have to move my doctor's appointment around. But I'm traveling again next week. So same boat.
Woo! Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait, I have to put my outro in there. Oh. Bye.
I think pretty good.